we are in Beaufort, South Carolina with Brent Stewart, who's the founder of Stewart Law Offices. Been in business for 30 years and hope for more, many more years.
I do hope for many more.
With the firm. So let's just talk about the future. You've got 10 attorneys now. Are you hoping to grow the practice?
I am happy with the size of the practice now. And in fact, I never really intended for my firm to get this big. But the way the world is churning, I think sadly it's kind of taken away part of the American dream. Is in the olden days, if you were good, if my son was good at hardware, he could open a hardware store, but now you can't compete with the big box stores. So my goal at a certain point was, when I realized what was happening in the practice of law, that I wanted to be big enough that the big dogs couldn't put me under, but not so big that I couldn't offer personal attention and kind of get to all my different areas. So I think our foothold of what we're doing in the state is where we want to be. And now I need to hone in and try to make the more personal thing with the lawyers and the staff, get out and help the communities where we're at. And that's important to compete with these big advertising companies that are coming in. It's a big problem. Advertising companies are coming in. They're not subjected to the same advertising rules we are. And then there's firms underneath them. So I don't know that the person actually even knows what firm they're calling. Right. And so, which is why I've taken to doing these news interviews and working with more local advertising, because we are here. If you want to see me, I'll come visit you. When you answer a Stewart Law Office ad, you get Stewart Law Offices. We're not going through a marketing agency. We have companies that do our SEO, search engine optimization, and all that stuff, but we are trying to maintain the face-to-face contact in the community.
That's very good. Now, you had mentioned that the attorneys many of them are young, and that you've learned some things from them also. Right. But you've also stressed the culture of the face-to-face and the one-on-one relationships that you're building with your clients. They're not just numbers.
Right. Well, we have attorneys from my age, 60, all the way down to, we have one that just recently graduated. And they're so fun to have, because what I do with them is I just attach them to me, and they become me, and I drag them around until they eventually either become me or don't, and then there's always other things they can do. So, but we have other attorneys my age. We kind of do the whole gambit, which has opened us up to being more fluid on the internet and learning about how to do social marketing and social media. And it also brings back, I think my age has, the one thing we have that people don't is a sense of urgency. Like, everything to me feels like this, and that's how I operate. And I think the younger generation doesn't have that. So they've done a good job of pulling me back, and I am trying to give them the sense of urgency. So we're all trying to balance.
And also, here at Stewart Law Offices, the areas that you focus on are injury, personal injury, and also workers' comp. And you're going to stay in that field, or are you going to maybe go out and do something different?
I'm going to stay in that field. Like, I have some other interests that I've thought about on and off. Like, I think that there's a great need for immigration lawyers. Whether I, at this point in my life with 2 kids in college, have the time to branch out. But in the future, if my kids can't come into the firm, I think we would be open to doing maybe something, adding other areas that might be more timely when they get in. But right now, I love personal injury. I love the helping people. We have the system set up, and it seems to be working, and I'm happy doing it. So right now, I'm kind of happy and content with where we are.
And so if you could say something to yourself 30 years ago, what would you tell yourself? You said you're kind of on the fast track. Would it be to slow down? What would it be? What would you tell Brent Stewart, 30, just starting out in your firm?
Well, what I've learned as being a dad is, I don't think I would have been able to tell Brent Stewart anything back then, because Brent Stewart had all the answers to the questions. So I don't think I would tell him anything. I think I'd just letting him go and try and, I guess my advice would be, just keep it on the road.
like that, yeah.
Like, just keep it together. Don't go too extreme in any direction. Right. Yes, exactly. And I think that's, with my kids, that's all I'm hoping for right now. And so I guess that's what I would tell myself.
Well, it has been a joy talking with you and learning from you as well. Brent Stewart, who is the founder of Stewart Law Offices, and we're right here in Beaufort, South Carolina. Thanks, Brent.
Thank you.